So let's push these forwards. And now we've got a bomber that can have range here. He's going to Citadel. Seems okay. We've got rockets though, don't we? That can move up here. And one that can move in there. And one that can move in there. And then we can actually paratrooper behind him as well. Let's just air sweep through some of this stuff. We can use this fighter that's back here as well. No resistance. We can actually take... I mean, range... We've already taken range, so let's get bombardment 3. And then this one in here. And now it's our time to bomb Washington again. He's got a paratrooper to use now. We can pick that off. And then drop a paratrooper in there. And then we can try and pick off some more stuff. Are we short a bomber? No, we're good. We're good. Then another paratrooper in there. Then another paratrooper in there. This needs to pillage. And now we just need to be on the watch out for pillages around Washington. Pillage. Fortify. Another AA gun to come up. I think he's going to come down to first move on his capital, which is brilliant, right? By the way, this is perfect for us. What can we do? Yeah. Have we got another paratrooper? We do. So honestly, it's... What is it? What is it? All right, we might have this. We might have this. Oh, can we get a cav through as well? You're right, we can get a cav through too. See if we can do that, and we can sneak all of this stuff up. Let's just be humble to Sven. I guess he's going to do what he can now. We just need to wait right here, actually. Okay, and so when we next turn, we need to do it holding a fighter ready to air sweep. And then we go about 3 bombing runs on Washington and then first move. Should have been thinking about the cav thing, though. He's not going to be able to kill all of these quickly enough. I don't think he can move fast enough. And we can get all of these B-16s. He might be rushing to move them all out. Now we just need to deal with Mad. Then we can go bomber first move. Bam. Got him. That's Sven done. We've got his capital, we've got his B-17s. We are all good in the hood. Wow. We'll get range on this. Oh, he's actually taking it back. Well, can we take it back again? He's actually killed our unit. Well, it's fine because we can push in with more stuff. And we're going to get the rocket RTs in play now as well. And now what do? We can try and maybe bomb this thing out. We worked through that. Good job we didn't move any units there yet. Well, I mean, we sunk his capital for a moment. Now we've got a fighter that needs to just intercept, and a fighter that can also intercept. We've built a rocket. That's good. How do we get that to the front line in there? And another paratrooper, which can go. I mean, he's not got any stuff now. Job is he can't defend. We need to pillage this citadel at the start of the next turn. And we need to paradrop on a road and then move up here. Yeah, he's lost his B17, so he can't push anymore. But we've got range on this. Okay, and now we need more paratroopers. Wherever they are. Paratrooper, paratrooper, paratrooper. And another of these things. We're actually already next to a city here. Probably just create space by moving. Pillages Lux as well, perhaps. Anyway, we lose this and we need to try and take the citadel back. We got the mobile SAM done. 394 gold is nice. Yeah, I don't know what we do with it yet. Yeah, so we probably need to just cap his city again. Probably. No, we can't do that now. We need to bomb this. And then keep bombing it. And then go in there. And then we can just hit that. Get another paratrooper up. In there. Rockets. Okay, that appears to be dead. Take that position as well. Heal there. And then the infantry comes in and we bring up another one of these. Can we find another cargo anywhere? Next turn, perhaps we will. We lost our cavalry, that's okay. Another paratrooper. He's still got some bombers. Good on him. Oh, we weren't ever bringing this up. And now we've got these fighters that can go and intercept. And another para. Where can we put that? We can put the paratrooper there. Another rocket to come. Actually, we've got one more bomber shot. We probably need to air sweep, though, if we want to use it. And one more air sweep. No resistance. In that case, I guess... Where's our bomber shot gone? There it is. Can we bomb that Gatling? Actually can. We could first move a city again. That'll kill a paratrooper. And then we actually just need to block. We actually finished walls here. That's amusing. More paras, though. We're going to need them all. Yeah, next turn is ready. Okay, so we need to do... Pillage this citadel first thing. And then we need to go get double... Not rebase. Air sweep in there. Air sweep in there. Then we need to bomb. Then we need to bomb. And then we need to go in with this. Oh no. What have we got? We got a unit in here. Really? It's our moves? We can actually rocket that. And then we can like do some more bombing. Yeah, we just need range here. We kill this one though. Really? Maybe we can like get in and then slam or something. Don't know. I'm sure we've got a unit that can finish that off, right? Yeah. And now we can take the city freely. Create that puppet, and then we move in here. And we move over with all of the units we've got to block. We need to find a good way to get these rockets involved. Another paratrooper. Another spy you can piece onto. Oh, right, interesting. Yeah, that paratrooper can attack. Yeah, I know. The problem is that I didn't want him to The problem with that is that what we didn't want to do is to have him recap the city. So I was really worried about blocking him from doing that. We can get those bombers in New York soon. And then this paratrooper here as well. Can maybe just drop it in right there. And then we can actually try and improve some roads in here. Because I think we may have lost a road. This sub can look for some stuff to pillage now. And then this rocket needs to find a way to move out, but it just can't right now. We have to think about MAD at some point. We're still being religiously pillaged by a city-state. He's not getting his capital back, but he's going to fight to the death. Which is fine. He's totally should be doing that, in fairness. Sign delegate, 6 for us as host. And then we can next turn. Good. Alright, we can steal his cargoes at least, wherever they went. Yeah. Let's have that one, see if we can distract him with a submarine. And then we can try... Has New York got any... It's just got B-17s in it. Oh, that thing is going to die. Wow. New York is 100% dead. And now we need to protect our back. Like that. This worker, can we repair a road? There isn't actually a road in the Citadel. We can piece Almaty, can we? Yes, we can. We can actually piece a bunch of your allies. Okay, well, it looks like we're doing good. We're doing good so far. We actually can't reach him from here. We can't even actually reach Boston. He can't... We need to make sure he can't take Washington back. That's probably our most important thing right now. So let's get... I mean, let's get one fighter in. And then we need to push maybe a couple of bombers. We actually generate another scientist. And then we need to think about where MAD is. Need to bulb this. We've actually got enough faith for one more scientist. So let's get that as well. And then keep moving these subs along. Apparently we can still bombard that city-state unit that's causing us some grief. That was probably actually a bit too... We were probably a bit too liberal with our use of that unit there. Can these move anywhere? No. These rockets are completely and utterly stuck right now. Okay, and we got 2 more bombers. I mean, if he's not taking Washington back, you might as well just put them there. And then choose production. We built a paratrooper. We need another one. Where's the para? There. Okay. Here, we can actually upgrade our things to mobile SAMs. That might be worthwhile, but we're also running at minus 50 gold. Let's put this on intercept, perhaps, and then this can be dropped in here. And that's going to protect Washington. Alright, we need to use the bombers from Budapest to take down New York. Come on. 4, that's what we need. And then another 4. Another... we're using the wrong bombers now. He's got an engineer. Okay, and then these bombers can do a fighter run for Boston. GG. I think that's Sven gone. Do you reckon we'll ever get to stealth? No idea. Almost certainly not. We might have done this. We might have done this, boys. We might have just done this. I'm scared of what he's got too. Mad says 74. Oh, that's tech, is it? All right, I think we might have done this. Anyway, available username says, "What do you think of skipping stealth and going straight to XComs? Kind of far to get to Shoshone and your aluminium is low." Yeah, I'm thinking of that actually. If America didn't die for like 10 turns, then I would have had a chance. Oh, fair. We can bulb this. We probably should go straight for XComs, you know. That is a good point. Are we going to get this? Are we going to get this? Yes. Let's take that screenshot. That's one for us. Bam. We did it. We did it despite everything. Jesus, that was close. That was really, really close. Anyway, available username says, yeah, don't need to worry about the spies anymore. Robo Chef says, GG, what a fight. Baboli says, impressive game. Chapeau. Thank you very much, Baboli. Man, I don't know what was going on in here, but I felt like you really could have competed with us, actually. I mean, if I'm going to give something away as a secret, I was probably going to GWB you and then go straight for Sven. But you guys came at me probably about 3 turns too soon. I Oxforded biology for oil, probably about 2 turns after the war declared, and then defending that Citadel tile was absolutely huge. Available username says, defending that 3v1 like a champion. Yeah. Thank you very much. And FJS Will says, really surprised by Shoshone CC here, considering you skipped labs. GG anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of, I'm not entirely sure what was, I bet he didn't know that we skipped labs. Our tech's probably too far behind, because he said like 74 or something, which was our tech. But yeah, Roberto Chef looked like Greece didn't have a lot of production. Yeah, he might not have done actually. Anyway, yes, let's recap. Ruff's asking for a recap. Hey, Ruff. Good morning. Welcome to the stream today. We'll actually, we'll roll this timer. Baboli said, I had all the defensive wonders and beliefs, given that I spawned between Sven and you. Yeah, it's kind of good. Oh, thank you, Raptrin. Thank you. Thanks for the well done. I still have no idea how you not only fended off that frigate rush along with the rest of it, and then still came out ahead. Skipping labs. Skipping labs was the most important thing we did there. And I'm very, very glad we went autocracy and did it, I must admit. Anyway, game recap, Ruff. So we got off to quite an electric sim. We got our Petra. It was late Petra, but we got it. And then we actually got Colossus as well. So we were running on like 7 internal food trade routes. We found Lampang to settle on this random island down here. So that gave us our 4th city over having to conquer Vancouver. And we were just pop lead. We had 3 cities. So that was fewer than everyone else and was just pop lead. And then we had 4 cities, fewer than everyone else, and that was just pop lead. And so we rode our population lead and all of those cargoes into probably like, it was only about 86 pop in the end, I think we got throughout our main cities. But we were doing Great War Bombers on turn 140. So we planned to do a really troll autocracy tanks Great War Bomber rush game. So go through Greece, Great War Bomber them, and then tank Sven, which is what we were planning on. But then basically a triple team happened. So Sven and Babolu and whoever played Assyria all got together and went to triple team us. But unfortunately, Babolu was too far behind and his units weren't strong enough. Sven basically tricked them all. He said he was going to join in and then didn't and went labs instead. If Sven had joined in, we'd have lost, by the way, just FYI. If Sven had joined in, we'd have lost, but instead he tricked them all and went labs instead. And then Assyria came with frigates. Anyway, this city was down to like nearly no health, but basically we managed to Great War Bomber purchase a load of GWBs and shot down all of the privateers, at which point Assyria asked for irrelevancy. And then we were able to redistribute our Great War Bombers and shoot all of Babolu. Babolu's in chat, by the way. It's Babolu the King. Or is it Babo Luther King? I've just been informed I may have been pronouncing that wrong this entire time. Anyway, yeah, so then, of course, Babo came and joined in the war as well. But he only had riflemen, hawachers, knights, that sort of stuff. And so our Great War Bombers were able to dispense of those while using what we had of melee to defend the Citadel tile. For, you know, however long, about 10 turns, I think we had to defend this tile before we were able to redistribute our Great War Bombers after stopping the frigate attack. At which point then we went and built RTs and killed Bucharest. And us and Sven had a bit of a fight over that. To be honest, Sven wasted his units. on Budapest. So we managed to get a load of free kills on his units trying to take Budapest back from us, because Budapest was our one city in range of great war bombers on Washington. However, we settled Fitstanalok for fun, and then proceeded to bomber Sven's capital down to the ground. Used paratroopers because he wasted all of his paratroopers. First moved him out of the way, flipped his city a couple of times, but when he lost his city first time round, he had 6. We need to ban a bot in here. Let's see, let's ban that. Yeah, ban. Cool. But yeah, after that he had his 6 B-17s in Washington and chose not to move them out of his city when it was threatened. So we captured the city on first move, killed 6 B-17s, and that left him with nothing. So we then defended Washington, took New York, and he left after that. Then what did we need to do? So Assyria went ear after that attack. Assyria was already miles behind in tech. Babolu, I'm not entirely sure what went wrong for you, Babolu, because I think you played this game pretty well in terms of the sim. That late city slowed you down a bit, but I think what you needed to do, or no, Babo Luther King, yes, that's it. What you needed to do with this empire, knowing that you're third, I don't know what you do, but I think you just have to, like, knowing what you have and the fact that you're third. I mean, Sven comes with you, and so of course you declare war with Sven. So I think you did right there, honestly, if Sven comes. Because if Sven comes, I die. But Sven didn't come, and so I didn't die. The only problem is like, you have to make sure to protect your own interests, because Sven is second. And so if he goes labs, he will just then come and slaughter you afterwards with all of your rubbish units. So it's difficult, really, knowing what to do. But yeah, you were sandwiched between us, and you were in the way. I was flipping a coin between killing you and killing Budapest. I honestly thought you were further ahead than perhaps you might have been, but I honestly don't know. So I would have land shipped you probably, and then used you as a staging point. But I mean, that preemptive attack was pretty cool. I knew it was coming though. If for what it's worth, I knew it was coming from like 10 turns out, but I didn't see you building anything threatening, and I thought I could get great war bombers fast enough. You definitely needed artillery, by the way, Babolu, or Babo Luther. If you built artillery again, I would have died, just as an FYI. And we can maybe discuss how that went in the end. Anyway, Ross says, nice, many CS allies. What about Shoshone? Yeah, so we had Mombasa and Vancouver as allies for the whole game, except Sven cooed Vancouver right before he warred us. So we also had the double, maritime. So it was kind of crazy. We literally had a double maritime, Mombasa and Vancouver the whole game, and then friends with Monaco from about turn 100. Anyway, Shoshone just killed their own game. I don't quite know what happened, but Shoshone was competitive a bit, and then they took Cahokia at some point, and then proceeded to decide they wanted to kill Austria, which is kind of strange, because what happened is they went, I think, schools, or perhaps skipped schools for artillery to kill Austria. So he basically just screwed his own game by not doing schools, which is why Shoshone, even though Shoshone has a lit empire, just didn't have the tech to defend before I can fight my way over and kill him. I think he CC'd prematurely, personally, but hey, he CC'd, so we'll take it. But yeah, that's what happened to the Shonen. Yeah, Babo says, my artillery push was way too late. Yeah, it's kind of like, to be honest, especially when I'm ahead of you in tech, and I am obviously skipping labs. I mean, I wasn't obviously skipping labs. I kind of was, but I was trying to hide it a bit. But especially if I'm skipping labs, your only chance to RT me is to skip schools, and perhaps even skip factories, because it's just less tech. And that just loses you the game to Sven. So, like, I think you did the right play. If you'd had some artillery, you'd have killed me. If Sven had joined in, you'd have also killed me. But in the end, it was just, I'm pretty sure Sven threw the game by not joining in. I really do think so. I think if Sven joined, I'd have lost. Point plain and simple. I think we'd have lost if Sven had actually joined in, as opposed to screwing you all. But hey, he said he underestimated us. Yeah, he probably did. He didn't think that we'd be able to defend that. And I don't think he anticipated us skipping labs either. We still don't have labs now. Lol. But yeah, we totally skipped labs and saved that tech in order to get radar faster, because we were never building labs, right? And we were never building anything at radio. So we actually skipped labs in order to go straight for radar, and then we used our rationalism finish for a clutch rocketry to use rocket RTs to break the back of that. But yeah, Babo said if Sven joined, you would have lost, and then I would have lost, which makes your victory even more impressive. Well, I don't know that you might have lost, because it would have been a straight 1v1 between you and Sven, and I don't know where you were both in relation to each other. Obviously, Sven got statue, which was a big win for him. But yeah, it's difficult for you. It's difficult, especially when you're in your position. You need more relevant people nearby, and the problem is Assyria, who is like your natural compatriot to killing America, just went irrelevant, which is unfortunate. it sort of hurt the balance of the game a bit. But I had to be killed. You did the right thing. Like, I had to be killed. It's just Sven didn't join in, and that cost everyone. It's unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, available username says, to be fair, he probably wasn't expecting you to buy the air repair planes. Without those, Greece and Assyria would make you... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that recommendation, available username, to build Big Ben was a really big thing. I mean, you suggested to engineer it, but we hard built it and actually managed to get it. And then Big Ben allowed us to purchase 4 bombers, I think. And then we got a 5th from Mad, and that helped. I've always said, if I had a spy in Sven's cap the whole time, and he claimed to be building infantry when he was building Wonders and Hermitage, that's why I changed my mind mid-war. Ah, fair. Yeah, he's having a really, really cheeky noob whisper, isn't he? That was really, really cheeky. Lol, Sven. I mean, look, Sven's playing to win the game. It just sucks when people make deals with you and go back on them. That's the one thing that I always try to hold myself to when I'm playing Civ. Even if I know it's better for me to, like, you know, renege on the deal, I just prefer keeping to the deals you make, because trouble is, if you make deals and you always give up on them, it's like, you know, everyone knows you do it. I mean, personally, I'd have been checking Sven's cap like the entire time, and if I'd seen the fact that he built no units, which obviously he didn't, then I would have just totally, like, abandoned it. To be honest, in this situation, I want Siam to fight Sven, and then perhaps I come in and snipe Siam at the end, I don't know, or perhaps I go after Siam with Assyria when it's all over. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's negative EV to, like, burn bridges. I want my deals to mean something, which is why when we agreed, Babbo, we you know, we said no crossbows. I wasn't going to war you, and I was genuine with that. And I made a deal with Austria for the same thing. We made a no frigate pact because he had 3 cities on the coast. I had 4 cities on the coast. We made a no frigate pact. Austria kept to that. I kept to that, and we all coexist in quite a happy medium. Your city of Sparta, though, I thought that was funky. I really wanted this spot down here, Babbo. But you got there first because we rushed to settle Sinai. But anyway, yeah, Russ says he does it. Babbo says he really noob whistled me, but I learned from it. Next game, maybe I'll come closer to beating you. Yeah, absolutely. Like, at the end of the day, you were close. You nearly got me. I was sitting there in the background wondering if you were going to war me at several points. I wonder. The only thing I wonder is if you'd built a little bit too much military. Like, a technical thing that I've recently learned is that if you've got a neighbor that's all coastal, there's not a lot of incentive for them to come and kill someone inland. Similarly, if you're inland and someone's coastal, there's not a lot of incentive for you to take coastal cities, because what they do is they just take galleasses and cap the city back, and you basically waste your war. So it's kind of like, it's a happy medium. When you've got an all coastal versus a mostly all inland empire, you can usually coexist in quite a lot of peace, which is quite nice. The only thing that makes sense, if the coastal player really doesn't have a lot of room, figures that they didn't want to, you know, frigate someone and decides to come inland for some cities, that's really the only time the war makes sense, probably, to me. But yeah, you were genuine about not warring you either until you were like 10 ticks ahead. I had to, yeah, look, I totally get it. I'm not saying anything about your deal. Like, as far as I'm aware, the deal that we made lasts until about Expos. And then once we get past Crossbow, like, it's fair game again. Like, you can't expect a no war deal to end all game because you got a war at some point. It is totally 100% reasonable for you to have come after me. So I was, you know, and if I sounded a bit hard on you for that, definitely never. It was totally 100% reasonable for you to come after me, 100%. And so, like, yeah, as far as I was concerned, our deal lasted until Expos and Frigates. And then after that, anything was fair game, because whichever one of us was winning, we would need to probably kill the other one in order to win. So, like, you know, no hard feelings there at all. But yeah, it was kind of cool. You didn't build any military. It was allied to 1 or 2 militaristic city-states from like turn 30. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, that explains it. Yeah, you were allied with Budapest. You got some cool stuff. A Janissary, Hawacha, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. And then they all came and got me, which is kind of the crazy thing. They all came and got me. But yeah, Babbo says, no, I don't think you were salty, just concentrated, no hard feelings. No, I mean, you know, no worries, yeah. Apologies if I came through a bit concentrated. I was really trying not to be, but sometimes with war. But I did know that Sven was going to win if you guys warred me any longer. And so it's like, I guess, what do you do? And if Sven doesn't join in, it's like, it's really weird, because you just end up king makings for Sven, which is not really the thing that you want to do. It's a touch and go, but he should have come, and he didn't. And I think that's probably the story of this game here. Sven should have come. And if he did, I'd have died. So fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what, thank you for watching, everybody.